Well, you know what, guys? It's an interesting time to be a Nintendo fan. And I've noticed something that everyone is overlooking. And that is Nintendo might be entering the PC market. Like, what? Wait, what? That would compete with the Wii U. Why would they do that? Hello and welcome to Food for Thought. This week we're talking Nintendo, as always, and PC, which is a little bit different. And I know that there's a possibility that we're reading too far into this. There's actually a pretty high possibility that they're just extending their services onto the PC so that you can check your account and buy games. But there is a logical and quite profitable market that Nintendo can enter on the PC without competing with their consoles. Now, I'm going to point out right now that whatever this is going to be separate from existing things on their platform. They won't be making full-blown HD PC games. I doubt that heavily that they will even consider doing it. But I do remember that there's a market that Nintendo's been shutting down recently. In fact, ROM services have been getting hit by Nintendo. Cool ROM no longer has Nintendo content because Nintendo has attacked them and stated that they can't have this. And Nintendo's been working on their own emulators as of late. And so I was thinking about it, could they be trying to offer this on the phone? But the phone's not an ideal place for emulators, and they already have existing emulators on the Wii U and 3DS. So, what they're doing is completely separate. And that's when I figured it out. The possibility is the PC, the platform of emulation. Mind blown. Now, is there any evidence other than the stuff that I've pointed out already? Well, actually, yes. You see, lately Nintendo's been pushing their IP as far as they can. They're reaching into mobile, and then they would be reaching into the PC market. They're already reaching as far as they can into portable and home console, and so they're trying to reach everywhere to grow this fan base, to attract people to their core experiences. And the PC market is a rather ideal place for Nintendo to start spreading their influence. In fact, the PC market is filled with people who own a lot of multiplats. You see, because the PC gets all of these multiplats with their highest graphics. So these people aren't the people playing on an Xbox One or PlayStation 4. There are a couple of them that overlap because they want Halo or Uncharted 4, but there are a lot of PC gamers who say they don't need consoles because they have a PC. And so if you think about that, there's a huge untapped market for Nintendo because they release games that you can't get on a PC. A lot of games that you can't get on a PC. And so it's possible that they're trying to make these people move towards Nintendo platforms. I personally have a PC and a Wii U, and I am perfectly satisfied with this generation so far. But that's because I have them. And you also have to think that the PC is the best place for emulation, as it is the most malleable out of all platforms. PC gamers would be able to get the multiplats and some old Nintendo games. So they could do GameCube, they could do N64, NES, Super NES, whatever they want to do, they could do on this platform. And it'd be easier to just press a button and put it on. So once they have the emulator, they're essentially selling the ROM. And if they really wanted to, they could release HD textures for these games to make them a little bit more modern looking. It'd be interesting to see if they do that, or they let the fans themselves take over making HD textures and add a modding community into it. I know that's stretching it because, you know, this is Nintendo, and they like to have their hands on their IP. Another reason Nintendo would possibly enter into the PC market is they can sell so many dongles for the PC. I got to use the word dongles. I mean, just think of it. They would have to have a device that they sell to you that is capable of both picking up their controllers and the sensor bar if they port Wii games to the PC as well. And they could create a custom controller, which would probably be the best solution, as you need pressure-sensitive triggers for GameCube games. And you know, this opens the door for so much. If they're doing this all on the PC, it's possible that Microsoft may want to do a backdoor deal with Nintendo in order to get Banjo on an N64 emulator again. There's just so much that can be done with this. There's so much potential. And it's a market that I think Nintendo can enter with very little time and investment in it, making it super easy to reach into this market compared to the cell phone market where they actually have to make games. Well, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed these videos. This was all just some food for thought. If you like this video, you might like this video. It's about the Nintendo NX. And if you don't really like speculation about consoles, this is a discussion about voice chat in Splatoon. If you would like to see more, you can click the pie. It will take you back to our channel. And you can see all the videos that I put out weekly. I do a lot of things. Also, finally, we have a couple of announcements. First off, I am working on another animation. This one is called Kawaii Problems, and it will star Wolfie and GamerGuts for the most part. It's gonna be fun. I gotta get her over here to record things, I gotta finish animating it, but it's coming together nicely. Also, there is a new series coming out this weekend, and it's called Kawaii Speed Art. It's essentially me doing speed art, and it's going to show you a little bit more about how I make all these characters and everything. So, I mean, I hope that you guys keep an eye out for that when it pops up. As always, please comment if you have some other ideas that they could do for this. I'd like to hear it in the comments. I mean, I like discussion. You can also give it a thumbs up. I mean, those apparently help on YouTube. I don't know how. I don't know I don't know what they do, in all honesty. But just give it a thumbs up if you liked it. I hope you guys subscribe. Thanks for watching. Wolfie, out.